you and them had a good connection. It was something special. You know that. You were there, obviously. What you had going was meaningful. And you know it. And they know it. But then something happened, and the two of you broke up. Two of you went your separate ways, and who knows what exactly happened. But it happened. And now you're talking again. Maybe they say they don't want to be back together with you anymore. Maybe they say the breakup made the most sense and that they're happier now. Maybe they say that, it's better for you as well, too. But then why do they keep reaching out to you? Why do they keep contacting you? Why do they keep bringing up all the little jokes and fun little memories that the two of you had together? What's that all about? Well, the truth is that they care about your relationship that you had. They care about how the two of you got along. And chances are pretty good they actually miss you. Chances are good they miss the relationship that they had with you. And so what they're really doing is they're taking the temperature on you. They're trying to see if you miss them. They're trying to see if you are equally receptive to the memories, to the connection, to the time that the two of you shared together. The biggest fear that they have is that they're the only one that cares, that they're the only one that's still maybe secretly hoping. They don't want to stick their neck out and risk rejection. You might think, well, gosh, I've left the door open for them. Why don't they just walk through? And the truth is that it's scary for them to walk through that open door sometimes. They may not feel comfortable doing that, at least not right now. There could be a lot of messes to clean up on the other side of that. There can be a lot of things that's asking of them to admit that they were wrong, to admit that maybe the two of you are meant to be together. They don't want to break up again. So they're thinking like, hey, if this is actually going to happen, I need to make super ultra sure that we're going to be able to stand the test of time here. Because if you're the one, I don't want to fall on my face again. I don't want to go through another breakup, either caused by me or caused by you, or maybe it's mutual. I don't know. Nobody wants to go through that. They're holding off on making that choice. But if they're warming up to you enough that they keep bringing up memories, inside jokes, little pet names, things like that, what they're doing is they're feeling around. Make no mistake about it. They're feeling around. They're trying to see how you respond, because their biggest fear is to stick their neck out there, have themselves fall flat on their face. Just like how you, may have done things in the past. You may have, poured your heart out to them. Like, what was your biggest fear? Oh, yeah, well, that's just you. That's not me. And I'm sorry if that biggest fear seemed to come true and they, weren't receptive to whatever it was that you said. But you should be able to relate to that and empathize with that, because that's probably something that you did. I mean, I know that was tough for me when I was going through everything with my big ex from the past. I stuck my neck out there. I told her I loved her. Told her I'd always fight for her. Didn't work out so well because I didn't know all the things that I know now. But you gotta understand that they're afraid. Both of you are afraid, really. And what they're afraid of is putting something out there that's one-sided. They don't want to be the one holding the bag, the one that cares when you don't. So they're really feeling around to see, are you warm as well? And it's not a horrible strategy, to be honest with you. It's not horrible at all. That's what we more or less recommend to a lot of our clients. You want to meet your partner where they're at, take small risks to see where they're at, to gauge where they're at. Are they warm towards you? Are they neutral towards you? Are they cold towards you? It's kind of what your ex is doing here too. What they really need is a little bit of warmth. What they really need is for you to kind of give them that green light. And then what you got to do is to kind of guide them a little bit deeper, because even though they may not have the worst strategy in the world, they may not be well equipped with what to do next. So you have to be willing to take the lead and invite them to interact with you in a deeper way. What does that mean? That means, maybe getting together, meeting up in person if that's possible, if that makes sense on your current level of connection. Nothing serious, probably. Something easy like maybe a coffee, or the weather's starting to warm up a little bit. Maybe something nice like ice cream or a walk in nature, right? Low pressure kinds of things. If the two of you are getting along really well, you might take that leap of faith and try something a little bit bigger, like going out to a nice restaurant or something. If you can't even get the coffee meetup, then maybe just try talking on the phone, video call, or at least just be warm and receptive to them as well too. Because when you're warm and receptive to them, it kind of rewards them for taking that leap of faith and talking to you. That can be a great thing to do. But if they're telling you in one form or other that they like you, through warm memories, through little inside jokes, through pet names, through all those little things, don't let that just slip through your fingers. It's a big thing that they care enough. They're trying to feel around to see if you care. How do you actually get back together? Here's how to have the talk. Check it out right over there in this video, and I'll talk to you next time.